Awake, awake is when you wake up from your sleep and realize that life is like a game. Or when you pray your soul to keep and your situation still remain the same. I've got to give it up for me, for breaking through depression and the pain. As everyone is on their own journey, that's why me love is stay in a me lane. Awakening of the mind and heart and soul. Awakening, telling stories that haven't been told. Awakening, just watching life unfold. This is the awakening. The half is never told. Sometimes in life, things can be down, and I must sing. So hear my song. I want you to know that you are not the only one. So don't give up, and you won't be the only one to have fallen down and get up back strong. Carry on. Where is the love? Is it too late for us to turn it all around? It's hard to keep up when the world is upside down. And people will judge you, true, you come from a certain town. Life could be great if we spread more love around. Where is the love? Where has the love gone, my sister?
Yeah. Freedom is not just a word. Freedom of opinion, freedom of choice, free to live. This your world full of fear and stressed out people. Yes, it's taking my heart, I can see the pain. Rich and famous and fair, they take it all. Big money rocketing, one day we all see them fall. Yes, equal rights and justice we demand. We work so hard, yet we pay the price.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Eyes is unto him. Alright. God of Ethiopia, deliver us. For centuries they've been lying to us, giving us wrong teachings, never taught us about our black king. Listen to the Rasta man and the Rasta woman. Hail King Selassie, I the slewer of the dragon. Keep Jaja words in your heart, my youth. Babylon will never teach you the truth.
Open up your third eye. Whoa, whoa, just another day. Another day, down in the bay. Some a wall it down, some a get away. Oh, 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 oh. Just another day, that me know I play. Do the game all day, and football I play. Oh, 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 oh. gone by June. Into this world, I welcome you. Don't you worry, I'm here for you. I love you, 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 I love you. And don't you care what people.
It's my pleasure to welcome back Montagonian Steely to Reggae Bits and Pieces. To learn about how he got started in music, go to Steely Plays Pan on this channel. Today we'll be talking about his new riveting album, Awakening, which will be released on July 7, 2025. Greetings, Steely. Welcome back.
I'll go and deal it. Good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, anytime, anytime. So we're going to talk about your new album, which I've listened to, and I love it. All right. So first thing is, what was the primary inspiration or concept behind this new album?
The inspiration behind Awakening was after 2020 when I finished the Only Today album, which is my first studio album as a reggae artist. A lot of stuff started happening. No one wasn't sure of what's going on. And due to the result of what happened in 2020, the whole pandemic and thing, a lot of people go through a lot of stuff. And it's usually personal, something like stuff you never know you know it now, and you can't unsee certain things. And for me personally, I went through a lot of personal changes, from losing people that were close to me to being totally cut off by people that were close to me, and it was life shifting. And so I wasn't left with anything but just to start this new project, and the image around the project is just wake up. So I wrote about awakening after 2020, which was the inspiration due to what has happened to so many people, including myself, that led me towards another personal path that basically woken me up.
Yeah. What was your typical creative routine or environment while working on this album?
Creative routine, I pretty much meaning like the creation of the tracks and the songs and the lyrics, something like that, you mean?
Right, or the environment, which, while working on the album, what was the typical creative routine or environment, while working on the album?
Yeah, the routine is I do music too. I play gigs during the daytime. So in the evenings is when I get to be home in my home studio, which is right here behind me. All those
Yeah.
songs were recorded right here and played
Wow.
right here and written right here.
Nice,
And
nice.
yeah, man. So the routine was coming home every day. Of course, when you're inspired, because not every day you're gonna have the energy, physical energy or mental energy to sit for another 4 or 5 hours working on compositions or lyrics. So the routine was that after my gigs, I come straight here and put in some work until I finish the project.
And then it over again.
Yeah, over
Go
and over again.
go again. Did you encounter any particular challenges or breakthroughs during the writing or recording process?
Let's start with the challenges first.
Hmm.
Challenges were, for me, were more practical challenges like funding the project, um, finding the funds to source the musicians that are playing on the project, because I have a lot of other musicians that played the tracks for me after the initial composition of the demos. So that was the hardest challenge for me. Mm, Um, what was the other one? No, breakthroughs were
Right, right. Breakthroughs.
breakthroughs were the serendipity, like working on the tracks. Sometimes, I'm just slightly stuck at one little spot, maybe because I deleted something that I didn't like and I didn't know what to replace it with. And just by staying there working on something else, the inspiration just blew through my ears, and it was done. So I enjoy those moments during the creation of the album and I see them as breakthroughs because is what make you feel good when you finish the song. So good
Mm-hmm.
breakthroughs.
Yes. Yeah, and it's your creation.
Absolutely.
How does this album Steely differ from your previous work, and what evolution in your sound or style do you perceive?
So that's a great question. The first album, Only Today, was due to due to the locking down. I got so much time and I invested in so much studio equipment to have a home studio. Gave me the first opportunity to work on my own reggae productions, which was inside of me for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of got me started to
Mm-hmm.
learning what producing is and recording is, working with other musicians and hiring a session musician to play this bass line for that song or whatever it is. And so that gave me what I needed to know what it takes to produce something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was less hard for me when I started Awakening because now the studio is set up. I have all the equipment I need. I have all the people that I worked with prior. Um, they're great people, and so it wasn't hard getting it done in that way. And
Mm-hmm.
so, which means even thinking futuristically, it just gets easier doing the creation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that I actually love as well. So I guess only today gave me what I needed and more. And I can also see my little faults in the writing of Only Today. Maybe
Oh,
people disagree with like, oh, but I can hear where I'm a much better writer. I can
yeah.
see how I'm a much better the topics that I choose to write about. I don't just have sad songs. I just keep it balanced. So Only Today showed me that due to the reaction of the crowd when I performed those songs versus when I produce songs from Awakening, how they react to them differently. So
Yeah.
it's just, you know,
And I would consider that growth, Steely.
consider that growth. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's it's a big growth. I always tell people around me if they ask, I usually go back to my previous experiences. They might ask, "How you play like that? Who taught you how to play? How did you improve?" I just always go back to the older stuff that I would have recorded because that's where you can see your true self and see where
Mm-hmm.
you can improve from. So that's my formula to awakening.
Good formula. Trust me, when people hear this album, man, I think they'll agree with me. You know.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah, I
are there?
like it too.
Eh?
I like the difference too, and I hope the listener, if they ever listen to the older project only today and then listen to the awakening in comparison, I hope they can see what you're talking about and what I think is in the album as well. I hope they can hear that too.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's glaring, actually.
Yeah, man.
Um, are there any overarching themes or messages you aim to convey with this album?
The the main one would be the title track, Awakening, because I want one of course that's in that position of unsurety, like I was in 2020, 2021. Um, and then you just put in some work. I literally just start working on some stuff and things just start becoming better. The music sounding better. I started feeling better. People around me, people are start changing. And I realized a shift in people from that time, younger people, they're awakening. You know what I mean? They're waking up. I see them changing from whether it's their old ways or from being immature to a more mature person, or from being a non-spiritual person to a spiritual person, or from being a non-believer to fully believing in God and Jesus. Stuff like that. I've just by observing, when you're an artist, you go around and you observe and you pick inspiration from places, and that makes awakening the overarching theme for the album.
Yeah. Um, and I just want to segue into like, how do you see the relationship between the lyrical content and the musical arrangements on the album?
I try to relate them as close as possible in a musical way. Meaning, some of the tracks I will have the beat, like one of the tracks, "Where Is the Love."
Mm-hmm.
If I should ever play you the first track that I have for that, it wasn't no lyrics at all, and I would never have thought I would be saying "Where's the love gone" in that
Wow.
track,
Oh,
And I actually sent it to some other artists to send some, and they sent some demos on it, and none of them was about love.
no.
Yeah, they must sing about other things, and that. So some of the tracks on the album, I have the tracks ahead, and then some of the tracks I have already had the lyrics written, or some of them I just take my recorder and just record the tone, the melody of what I want to go produce later on,
Mm-hmm.
or just lyrics without any of the latter. No music, no melody, and just words. And
Wow.
I would just have to sit, and like I said previously, is serendipity coming in at the studio and me at work, and then boom, da 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 da. I may just record it and take it from there.
From there. Wow.
And so it's a mixture of all different kind of creative approaches to every single song. Every one of them have a different story, and they were all amazing in to answer the question.
Yeah, you're a true musician, man.
So them say,
No, you're rounded. You are rounded. You are
give
rounded.
give thanks, give thanks.
Yeah, man. Are there any particular songs, right, Steely, or moments on the album that you feel most strongly about or that represent a significant turning point for you?
Several of them on the album. The An Awakening is probably the most significant one, where a personal turning point is considered,
Hmm.
because if you listen to the lyrics, I think the third verse, remembering when you were young and all you want to do is grow up fast. And
Yes.
you have to remember, say the lion was a cub, and
Yeah.
remember, say the
Yeah.
cow was once a calf.
Yeah. Right.
So that was really me reflecting, and even my reflecting nowadays, it has changed. Now I'm reflecting on things that happened or things that I have done where I didn't take accountability, or where I was actually right but I was dubbed wrong. I reflect on those, and I either unlearn it, or I just say all right, or I let it go. Um, so it's a the creation was an act of reflecting, mostly because a lot of people, like I said, from the 2020 bar to now, a lot of reflection are taking place. In my From my observation, a lot of people change. I see it through their Facebook post. I see it through people that are close to me. See it through their actions. So
Mhm.
awakening was more close. Just another day is one. Some parts of the line, just another day is just me going through each and every day and the stuff I see literally around me. And that's a relatable one too. That one was written from a personal perspective too. So,
Yeah, because
and
you talk about friends let you down, family not around, domino play.
yeah, yeah, growing up in the ghetto, man, damn, I play every day, and lose the game. And
Right.
your friends might let you down. Their family is not there for you. They're out doing sightseeing or something. So I wrote it in that way, and people could be able to reflect. And I didn't just keep that song just all, oh gosh, people do things to me, blah blah blah. I was giving thanks because one of the days I woke up and things were nice. So I cite that too.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt the same way when I listened to it just another day, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. We seeing eye to eye, Steely.
You really listen to the tune them then, man.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
Um,
that, man. That's why you're asking me so much great questions, which I appreciate so much. You're really putting me, you're challenging me today, but I welcome the challenge.
yeah, we're working on a jerk or a jerk in the Jamaican vernacular, right? Because
That's
remember, it's not
right.
just Jamaicans listening to us, so
Mm-hmm. We are work. I'm a chicken, we are jerk.
that's right.
Yeah, we
Um,
are work.
did you experiment with new sounds, instruments, or production techniques for this album?
Yes. Yes. One of the tracks, well, not one, several of the tracks on there is just me playing on it, and I didn't have any other musicians playing on that track
Okay.
because I wanted to, okay, the first album, I mean, I played the instrument initially, but then I paid some musician to replay them so it can sound really good. And so I wanted to test my playing skills on a few of the tracks. And I think two or three of the tracks, I'm the outright producer for it that played all the instruments. The only thing that I didn't do on it was just the harmonies, but everything else was me. And that was specifically because I wanted to test my sound. So now you guys are gonna have to tell me what you think of those tracks when you hear them.
Wow. What are you hoping listeners take away from this album?
I want them to realize that, especially if them is a musician or a producer too, and you're listening from a producer perspective, um, especially if they're young producers like myself, to just do your thing, and find people that does it good and associate yourself with them and learn from them and be a student of them in whichever way you can be a student of them. And whatever your inspiration that comes, just put it down on a paper and a pen. And if you don't have the instrument or the equipment, you can find other places to do it, but never not say you're not making anything, because the feeling you get when you complete a project is like a good feeling. You're not looking, you just want to complete it, just like when a man complete the race, especially if him win. It's double the feeling. And for the listener that listening to it, that's just a musical listener, um, listen to everything, listen to it over and over again, listen to the lyrics of the song, and listen to the production, because the productions is other musicians that are playing. The bass player, you might like the bass player on a track more than how you like the lyrics of the track. The track is one track. So just listen to it over and over again. And that's my message to the listener, man. Just listen to it. I put my whole heart in it, and I'm sharing it all with you now. And I think it's time for that.
There you go. What is your favorite track on the album and why?
Oh Lord. Mm. My favorite track on the album and why?
Uh-huh.
Jeez. All right. I have one right now. You ready for this?
Yes, man.
Where is the love? Because when I just wrote this song and I was in Michigan on a tour in July of about 2 years ago, because I wrote Where's the Love 3 years ago, but not that everything wasn't finished yet. But I was just performing it acoustic style with just me and the steel drums.
Mhm.
And when I said it's hard to keep up when the world is upside down, I hear a lady in the way in the back. She said,
Really?
mm. I hear she said, mm. Like the lyrics knock her from way over
Wow.
there, so. And from that point, I'm
Hmm.
like, wow, that line hit her that much. That means she's listening. So it means something about the melody that I'm playing, something about the words and how they are placed on the line. It hits one person, the other person starts to listen to the rest to see if they can get a hit off of it. And by the time the song was done, half of the crowd got what I was saying, and the chorus has a nice hook. Where's the love? Where has the love gone? And I'm talking to all the sisters and brothers in that song. And if you have love, maybe the song isn't for you. But if you just genuinely think of people and how some people might just lost love or never knew what love is before, you might just make them ask themselves, where is it? And they might find it wherever they're looking, if they look in the right place, which makes that song probably one of my favorites.
I remember when I first interviewed you and stuff, what came across to me is that you were full of love. And I remember at the end of our conversation, you said to me, "Deal it, I love you." I don't know if you remember that.
Eh, it's because I love you. You see, I forgot that I said it, but isn't because I wanted to remember. It's because I do.
Yeah, it seemed genuine.
Yeah, man, a genuine man, because God is love, you know.
Yeah, so I remember you said that. How does this album still reflect your current artistic goals and aspirations?
This album, I really wanted to go further than the first one, which wasn't wasn't I didn't push it too much. Um, and being busy and doing the album, and then I just get drawn away back into the performing phase and not push the album. But this album, I'm really going to push it to limits where I never pushed anything before, and
Mhm.
I'm going to get the most out of it. I'm going to let it reach the most listeners possibly. I want them to hear it. I want to share the songs, all of them, and you never. I mean, practically, I have a practically. I said I was gonna do 11 track album, and I'm gonna name it Awakening. These are the things I have to do, and I did them all in a practical way. But to think futuristically, which I don't have no control over it still, I can't predict the outcome of the album. But I know that, like I said, I'm gonna push it, push it, push it, push it, and the outcome of me pushing it with the intent that I will determine what I deserve from it, and that's all on what's gonna my efforts. So the work isn't done yet.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Are there any specific influences, right, artistic or otherwise, that shape the direction of this album?
Yeah, man. There are several artists that influenced it. Um, Damian Marley, like Awakening. If the way I sing that one, I was probably thinking, well, let me do it in a Damian style. Of course, DJ, but not just DJ, like simple style. You have to DJ it in a way where the lyrics then are chopped.
Yeah,
So that one definitely influenced by the Damian Marley sound. Um, Freedom, that beat when I made the beat for Freedom, I didn't know that it was gonna be a song in that way. We're talking about my freedom, but then I was listening to Muta for a little bit. I was just listening to Muta for weeks, 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 and then you just say, you know what? The hook just came, and Muta them became the inspiration to that song Freedom. So Damian Marley, Muta Baruka, Loot and Fire, the man they are big artists,
yeah,
and that artist that we listen to growing up as well. So it was nice to just got inspired to just reach out to them and see if we would be interested in doing this song, and they were. So Damian Marley, Muta Baruka, Loot and Fire. Who else inspire me? Well, Sherita is the backup singer on the album, but Sherita is amazing artist on her own, other than being a backup singer. She's an amazing artist and can sing.
because I was going to ask you because I heard the harmony. I was like, who is this?
Yeah, man, I can't get enough of her musicality and vocals. And I'll admit, this album I said I was gonna have others participate in the harmony department, and I go right back on that because she is so good on what she
Amazing.
does. So and several others like Bob Marley for sure. In time you hear the roots, it usually
Yeah,
come from like Bob Marley. Pretty much that.
yeah. Uh, how um how do you envision the live performance of these new songs?
I envision me up there on the stage with my steel drums, even though steel drum isn't in all of the songs, but I'll be playing the steel drum. So you are listening to Awakening live. You're definitely getting the Awakening experience from the album, but more because we are and everybody else behind me on the stage, we're adding an extra touch to it. Not too much, just an extra touch to just make you say, whoa, I'm glad I came to this show. So I'm all pumped for that. I've never been pumped to play my own music on the stage before because it's usually a cover band or a Bob Marley tribute, and I just stuff my original stuff in between each of those songs that we perform. So to think of me doing a whole set of my whole album, everybody on point. I'm on point. One, two, three. It should be amazing because I really like performing. So
Yeah, I can tell.
shouldn't
And you
be.
wrote all the songs, right, Steely?
Yeah, I wrote all the songs.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some of the tracks now, like Gray Skies and Blue Skies. When I listen to never for me, what came across is that you should never give up. And I love the steel band intro and then the traditional instruments. And I think the arrangement was very, very tight. And then I love the pan interlude at the end.
And gray skies, blue skies is exactly that. When I was thinking about when I started writing that. But first I had the beat. That was a song where I had the rhythm first. I made the rhythm
Hmm.
and didn't know what to write on it. And I got the inspiration of the gray skies, blue skies
Hmm.
somewhere else. And I just started writing in a philosophical way. The more you see, the more you learn. Like you hear that stuff,
Yeah.
you kind of write and you can't disprove it. So I wrote gray skies, blue skies in a more philosophical side of things. So it sound like that.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that philosophical because I mean, listening to all of the tracks and stuff, they all had a tint, a little bit of philosophy in them for me. Um, for example, the next song, "Where's the Love?" Right? I love the horns, right? And it sounded to me like a subtle chant. You know,
Mm,
you said, "We should be grateful for the beauty all around instead of being hateful and tearing each other down." And then the horns and stuff, and, the whole instrumentation and everything, how you had everything arranged was very, very tight.
me have to thank the horns man them because I didn't have the horns on it until I got everything done and it felt like I needed something else. The message was there, the harmony was there, and then I link the hornsman. The guy name is Okil. He then play with Coffee. They tour with Coffee then, and he play on a lot of tracks too. And they come out of Kingston. Okil McIntyre.
Okay.
Yeah man, and them have them establishment Top Brass. You find them with name Top Brass.
The brass.
Top
All right.
Brass. They played most of the horns on that album. So for Where's the Love? Yeah, I see how you see the philosophical terms in that too. I would agree.
Yeah, man. It's really, I'm telling sometimes you listen to an album, right? A new album, and you might like one or two of the tracks, But with this, when I listen to this, I said, but I like all of these tracks. I love all of them. And I can relate to them, you know?
Yeah, man,
Um,
that's the message you got from it. Wow, at first me I hear about the album, you is that
no, and like you mentioned, freedom with Lutan, Fire, and Muta. Like Muta said, awake from your slumber. That was good too. And Third Eye, is that Mentor singing?
yeah man, me forgot say no mentor, yes.
Oh, yeah, listen, that's a wait a minute. It's all right, Mentor.
Yeah
He did
man, the one and only.
yeah, man, he did a good job.
Yeah man, yeah, say him right, let me see. Him write one of the verse. Him write one of the verse. So he wrote one of the verse in that because Me see him few years back. I was traveling to Mobile and I was promoting some music. And I just see him in the city walking. And I say, yo, mentor. Who tell me to go stop him? Him say, walk one Steely, and we caught up for like 30 minutes. And I went back and he reached out and told me how much he was happy to see me because I haven't seen him in a while. And I said, hey man, you still doing music? I have a track. It's called I'm calling it Third Eye, but I'm so lost where I'm going with it. Send me back something. And that was how Third Eye got
Yeah,
its place on the album.
it's nice. Yeah. People, I don't want you to think I'm exaggerating when I say this album is really a keeper. It's really, 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 really nice. So when you all listen to it and support Steely, I think you feel the same way too. Or I hope you will feel the same way too.
Nice
Um,
words, deal it. Thank you.
yeah, man. For real, man, for real. And I know Hey Mary, that was released before. It has a fast tempo rhythm. It sounds like a throwback kind of combo of ska, rocksteady, and reggae.
Yeah, ska style. Yeah, for him, Mary.
Right.
Yeah, man. I wasn't okay with the single version that I released 2 years ago. And so I needed it on the album, but I needed to put something else to it. And so I went and I linked up brass to add some live live horns on it. And I went back and had the drums played by a live drummer. And so Hey Mary has a new life to it. And when you listen to the first version versus the album version, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it
Yes.
definitely have the ska feel.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Yeah, man.
Well done, though.
Thank you. You're so intelligent, Deal. I appreciate you for your keenness in the music that I put out.
Yes, man. Yes, man. And falling, of course. I mean, the beautiful love song, love story. Um, what mood were you in when you wrote this?
For falling, man, say I was just walking through because I found a new nature trail right by where I live. And I was just walking through there one day and I had my book with me. And the idea just came out of nowhere that I really love what I'm seeing around me.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was the feeling that I got when I was walking through a nature trail. It really made me feel a kind of way and it inspired the writing. And this was June, and the following July, I went to Michigan where I was in a bigger nature spot, and I felt even the same feeling, even double times. And I just finished the song in Michigan. So it was my love for nature, but then I wrote it, and for the listener listening, he might listen, it feel like him love him girl. So it goes for whatever you fall in love with, that song would be great for that.
Yeah, I thought it was that actually falling in love and stuff, but the music, I mean, and the video which won an award, right?
Yeah,
Everything
but
just
you
came
see in the
together.
video, the video is me and some bush, and then I have, I have a girl that dance. But
Yeah,
it was really that
but it was a simple but elegant.
simple but elegant. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
simple simple but elegant, man.
Yeah, it's a
Really,
nice
really.
love song, man. My daughter, every time it's the prettiest thing on earth, because I didn't pronounce earth right. Every time we play the song, she have to correct me, say, it's earth and not earth. Yeah.
Get it right,
Must have
daddy.
for, she must have forgot to me a Jamaican. Yeah, man. But Falling is one of my favorites on the record as well.
It's one of my favorite songs that you've done. It just when I hear it, it just puts me in this mood where, it just mesmerizes me.
Yeah, man.
It really does.
And I hope it
Um,
mesmerizes your listeners too.
yeah, I hope so too. It's beautiful. And I remember when I interviewed you and I played because you sent it to me and I played it as part of the video and people liked it. They said, "My goodness, this guy is different." They loved all your songs
Really?
and everything. They just said that you're. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine back home, when I told him about it, he says, I like this kind of music. He says, you know what, I'm going to go to this guy's page and see right now and just download the stuff. He was that impressed.
Yeah, man. A good vibes, man.
Yeah. And a lot of people commented. I don't know if you had a chance to see them, but a lot of people commented on the video, the interview when I did
Yeah,
it.
I really enjoyed that time. I enjoyed, and I saw the feature, the one where I did the jingle. I saw that feature too, and I
Yes.
really appreciated the feedback from that video.
Yeah. It's nice, man. You're doing good
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
All right, we spoke about Just Another Day. Having a Good Time, which is one of the songs that was released before. That's a nice song too. A fun song.
Yeah, I would class that as a fun tune as well. I wrote that one just, I was at an open mic playing, just jamming. 'Cause that's a fun time for musicians.
Mm-hmm.
If you drink, you have a one drink. If you smoke, you have a one smoke. And you just go jam music with people that you probably don't even know and you're just about to meet. Can be a good opportunity from there. Or it can just be a great night with somebody that does the same thing you do. And at that night, I was just having a good time. And I just came home and I just started it. And that was the result.
And even the music, man, that goes with it. Tight.
Yeah, man, me have to give it a nice straight kick. A lot of the songs was a lot of roots, one drop reggae style. And I wanted, like, just another day as a toot, toot, toot,
Tum, tum.
toot. I
Right.
wanted another straight kick song. So having a good time, that was the mindset. Okay, what's next I'm gonna work on? And having a good time had to be that. So I wasn't just thinking about the messages, meaning the lyrics that I wrote. I was also thinking about what the sound I go sound like for the next track. Cause I mean, when you feel like everything sound the same, too much more.
Yeah.
So having a good time was really, it was easy. That one was very easy. The inspiration flow right through. I know every part that I wanted. The brass part wasn't the brass part. I gave them a whole verse just so it could become a solo. Cause I said, hey, make it nice, man, and give me something extra. I didn't expect a whole brass. And when
So
them send me the files, I say, whoa, it was over where a verse should have been. And so in the production, I just extended it and just go to the microphone. Say, give me some brass. So it sounded like I'm
yeah.
orchestrating the brass section. But that was the finishing touch to that song. So I hope the listener listening having a good time. I did write about you, of course. I wrote about the listener in the first verse. Come without your worries. So you coming into a venue with pure musician, we're telling you to leave your troubles at home because here we got each other. Don't you be alone and have a good time.
You love it, man. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
man.
I love it. I love you. Boy, the horns, man, at the beginning. Boy, Top Brass did a good job, man. I mean, I love the horns at the beginning. And there's a line that struck out to me, Steely, where you said, "My only sunshine on rainy days."
Oh, you're growing so fast every day. Yeah, man. I love you. I wrote that one for my children. I have two kids.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I was gonna do two songs, one for one of the kid, and the other one is for the other one. And in the middle of writing "I love you," and I have changed some of the verses so it can go for not just one person, but it suits for two people, and that was the intent for that song. And that was one
Oh,
of the songs. I'm playing all the instruments on that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
so that was just like, hey, let me make you guys a song right now. And I didn't need any outside resources other than, like I said earlier, just the harmonies. And then I wanted the horns. So I just added that, but everything else was my experiment
Yeah.
for the youth then.
Nice. Nice. And the last track, Soon Come Home. An appreciation to your parents for being there for you, right?
Yeah, man.
That's a
We
nice song
soon
too.
come home, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That one was written by me and my brother, cause I heard a beat. I just heard a beat somewhere, and I didn't know, but I like the progression of the beat. So I came home. I made a beat similar to that in progression, and I sent it to my younger brother. He's also an artist who's doing. He's a really good writer, but
Oh,
in more into the dancehall popular scene. But he
oh,
is very versatile because he spread his wings in knowing stuff. He reads a lot, so he could write about any topic really, not just
oh,
about one thing. And he's the one who he he spearheaded Soon Come Home. I let him. The hook is what gave me the whole idea, and then we started on the verses. So it was a good way to tap out on the album. Soon come home, come see you. And I meant whenever I come to Jamaica, I'll see you.
so come on.
Soon come home. And the title as well was, I like the title because that's a track you can just search up anywhere. No other song don't have that title. You're
Yes, so come
because
home.
you like, I'm coming home soon. You don't really say, hey, me soon come
So come
home.
on. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's a hit song, and it's gonna be very easy to find, and that's
yeah.
it's because it's so easy to find. It's gonna be very accessible.
It seems the title seems very Jamaican. Soon come home.
Right? You may never hear nobody say that. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Um. Wow, Steely. Do you have any parting words from for viewers to talk about your album or whatever you want to say?
Hey viewers, thank you so much. Hope you are doing well. This is Steely, and we just released a brand new album, and I asking you to go check the album out. It's called Awakening. Let me know which one of the tracks you like most, and I want to hear what you think. And I hope you keep doing well. And for the young producers out there, keep doing your thing, man. And if you need somebody to talk to about producing, I'm always here. So reach out to me, link deal it, or just link me directly and let me know what's going on. Scene, I love you guys so much. I love Deal It. Deal It, you're the best. Thank you so much, very, very, very much. Thank you for this feature. Thank God. Thank you.
Anytime, Steely. Anytime. And what are your social media handles? How people can find you?
Social medias are Ravon Steely Rhoden or Steely Nation. That's also a brand I'm trying to bring up for people lovers of the Steely music. So Steely Nation or Ravon Steely Rhoden.
All right, Steely. Thank you for passing through, to talk about Awakening. It's an excellent album which offers a lot of awakening moments, pun intended.
True, she's right. So make sure you check it out. See? She's right.
All right. Thanks again, Steely.
Thank you, Deal It. See you soon.
All righty.
Wake up out your sleep. Look what time it is. Boom. Reggae bits and pieces. Keep the channel blazing. Mentor said that. Hot.